Hi, Badass Red Dress ladies, and welcome to day 2 of my 7-day challenge of editing, making, and posting videos. And the topic is your challenges and getting unstuck. And how do we get unstuck when sometimes we don't even know we're stuck? When I talked yesterday a little bit, we talked about how it feels to be stuck and some circumstances where we may be stuck. And the first piece of it is awareness, is understanding that we're feeling stuck. And the way we understand that we're stuck is by the way we feel. And it truly is our emotions that they're our guidance system in our lives. And when we find that something isn't feeling good, or we're unsure of something, or things just haven't been going right, but we talked yesterday about being on that hamster wheel of just going and going and going, and it doesn't feel good. That's your guidance system telling you it's time to make a shift. And it's time because you're starting to get stuck. And as you work to get unstuck, we start with our emotions. And so many people will give you the rah-rah and, just get out there and do it and put a smile on your face and fake it till you make it kind of thing. And I don't subscribe to that, because I understand our emotions are on a range. And in fact, there's about 22 specific emotions on a range. From down at the bottom, it's fear and depression and despair. And at the top of the range, it's joy and appreciation and empowerment and love. And there's a wide range in between. And you can't go from despair and depression all the way up to joy just by faking it till you make it. It's like standing at the bottom of a staircase and trying to get to the top of the stairs in one leap. And it can't be done. You have to take each of the steps incrementally and go step by step by step. Or maybe you could skip a step, or maybe even two, but there's a limit to kind of how far you can go in shifting your emotions. And as an example, when I was married, I was in depression and despair and powerlessness, and really down towards the bottom, at the bottom of the emotional scale. And there was no way that I could have truly and deeply moved into joy at that point in my life. And what took me to shift was I got angry. And I got angry, and it was the next level to move me in making a change in my life. And then I kind of wobbled in that cycle of despair and depression and anger and frustration, and slowly moved myself up the scale and was able to move from anger to blame, and did a lot of that, especially after the marriage ended. And then I was able to move from blame into frustration. And then eventually I've let go of all of that negativity around my marriage, and I've actually come to a place of appreciation and understanding how I created and I manifested and I engaged and allowed that relationship to be what it was, and to take responsibility for my part in that relationship, which is something, if you had told me that back when I was in anger and rage and those lower level emotions, there's no way that I would have done that. But I've really been able to ascend through the emotional scale and achieve something really powerful and really grounding for me in changing the way that I approach life, and the way that I approach relationships, and the way I approach myself. And really through that process, I've come to truly love and appreciate myself, and to accept myself. And sure, I'm human. We all have flaws. We all have things that we're continuing to learn. and knowing that, you know, life is a journey and that you never get it done, and you really can never get it wrong, because no matter where you are in your journey, it is where you are, and it is helping to move you into the next piece. And so as you're moving through whatever it is that you're working on, know that it's okay to still be in a place of maybe a negative emotion or a lower scale emotion, which might be anger, might be frustration, might be blame, but that you're actually on your way to moving towards hope and optimism and enthusiasm and joy and love. And it truly is in incremental steps. And the other thing is that when I moved out of that relationship, I was able to truly find myself. And had I not gone through that relationship, I would not have the relationship that I have today, which is a relationship which is built on trust, it's built on respect, it's built on openness and honesty and freedom and liberation, and it truly brings out the best in me. Whereas the partner that I had at the beginning of my adult journey, we brought out the worst in each other, and over time continued to bring out the worst in each other. And now I have a partner who helps bring out the best in me, and I bring out the best in him, and we have a truly beautiful relationship. And I wouldn't have had that had I not gone through the marriage that I'd had and learned really what I want, and was able to identify the kind of relationship that I wanted through that experience. And so when you're going through something, either a job that you're not enjoying or that really is not working out for you, or a relationship, or there's something new that you want to try, like me doing videos, then moving into understanding your emotions and how you're feeling about it, and know that you can take the next incremental step, and that helps you feel a little bit better. And then you take the next incremental step, and that helps you feel a little bit better. And just keep doing that slowly over time, and pretty soon you're going to look back and go, wow, look at how far I've come. I'm up the stairs, and it's very exciting. So tomorrow I will have another video, and I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Cheers.